Okay, so we've worked through several of our silent killers of love, and today is going to be one that takes a lot of work for many of us to overcome. If there's two major blocks in life that keep us back, number one, it's the fear of rejection. Number two, it's the craving for acceptance. Hi, I'm David Essel. In this series, what we're talking about right now are the silent killers of love, and those are the things that we don't really like to talk about. Silent killer meaning it's something that I'd rather not bring up, and this one is the fear of rejection. One of the things that destroys love relationships is our unwillingness to be honest. It's our unwillingness to be honest with our partner because of our fear of rejection. It is probably one of the most powerful forces in regards to love that takes love relationships down. Now, when I say take love relationships down, I don't necessarily mean people break up, but what I mean is they can stay together for a very, very long time and be unhappy in love. This silent killer, the fear of rejection, is one of the mothers of them all. It's huge. It's really massive. So instead of me saying honestly how I feel about my partner's behaviors or my partner's words or my partner's actions or my partner's goals or whatever it might be, my fear of rejection keeps me mute. And oftentimes the way that we express this in relationship is with passive-aggressive behavior. I was working with a couple not too long ago. And so when instead of the woman saying to her husband that she felt uncomfortable with the hours that he kept outside of their home, that he was staying out late at night and that he wasn't calling to say when he'd be home, some of the things that were just really common. So his aggressive behavior was actually out there, that she started with some real passive-aggressive behavior. So that when he was coming home on time, that she would forget to have the dinner ready, because that was her role, it was to have the dinner ready. It was an agreed upon role by both of them. And that, that she would forget to pick up his dry cleaning, and she would forget to do these different things. And then he would get upset and she'd go, oh my gosh, I've got so much on my plate. But she wasn't forgetting anything. She was passively not doing the things that she had agreed to do because she was unhappy with him. But because of her fear of rejection, because of the fear that if she would state how she honestly felt that he might reject her or might leave her, she stayed for years and years and years in a fear-laden relationship. Another woman that I worked with has been married for quite a number of years and has never worked. And when I came in and she was talking about going out and getting a job, and I asked her why, and she said, because I don't know how much longer my relationship can last. And when I pushed her a little bit more to explain what she was talking about, she said, I haven't been happy for forever, but because he's the one that provides for me to not work, I've put up with a lot of crap over the years. So when we went deeper and deeper into the series of questioning and asked her why, that she was so afraid that she would be rejected. And I said, well, are you ready to talk honestly to him right now? And she goes, oh, no. Not until I have a full-time job and income and I can take care of myself. I'm never going to bring anything up. So then I asked her, well, what if this takes 6 months or a year or 2 years or 4 years or 5 years before you're making the money to support yourself? She goes, well, then I'll just have to keep living in this unloving environment. Oh. And I felt so sad to hear her say that. I'm hoping that she'll continue to do the work and get to a place where that she can speak honestly and handle what life deals her and find the amount of self-respect and love that she deserves. Now, one of the things that happens why a lot of people they're so afraid of rejection that they're going to be alone. And that's a deep fear. Many people just couldn't imagine having to figure out life by themselves or not have someone to do things with, even if they're unhappy. And this is an amazingly deadly silent killer. This fear of rejection means that we aren't being ourselves. We aren't being authentic. We aren't being congruent. Congruent means that our thoughts, our beliefs, our words, and our actions are in full alignment. So when we're congruent, we feel at peace. Well, the people that I work with, and I don't know what percentage of the world's populations of couples that fall into this, but a lot, they are so incongruent because they're afraid of rejection. I've worked with individuals with their parents, adults, young adults with their parents, and they are so afraid of their parents' rejection of their religious beliefs, of their financial state, of their choice of partners, all these different things, that they never tell their parents the truth. The fear of rejection keeps them incongruent. It keeps them, it's like in handcuffs. And in love relationships, this happens all the time. Now, remember this. The longer we go with this fear of rejection ruining our lives, the longer and the deeper the lack of love is starting to tear us apart. Does that make sense to you? It's so important. It takes a lot to get the strength up to be honest, to live congruently in a love relationship or in an intimate relationship with a parent or an intimate relationship with a child. It takes a lot, or even a really close friend. Lots of times we'll keep friendships going that are not healthy at all because of the fear of rejection. Our fear of rejection is one of the greatest killers of any and all love relationships, and it is the #1 killer of intimacy. Intimacy meaning a relationship that's built on honesty and truth, integrity and congruency. If you want help, I can definitely help you get to a place of congruency. I can help you to get to a place where the fear of rejection diminishes and your inner strength comes up to the surface so that you can experience the unbelievable love that you're looking for. Work with a minister, work with a counselor, work with a therapist, work with a coach, but definitely do the work if this is destroying your level of intimacy with your friendships, your family, or your partner. Okay? TalkDavid.com if you want to get a hold of me. TalkDavid.com is the website. And also don't forget to sign up here for our YouTube account so that every time we send out a new video, it goes right to your inbox with YouTube. Can't wait for you to go to that deeper place of love. It's possible for us all if we are willing to do the work. I'm David Essel. Have a great day.